Hey guys, so I am back with another video, and this one has been a long time coming. I love reading. This is all I do in my spare time apart from making YouTube videos. I've loved reading from the time I was a child, and it has stuck with me. It is how I distress on the day-to-day. I may watch a show, I may watch a movie here or there, but reading is a constant in my life. I have nurtured the practice and it has done well for me in terms of my analysis and my ability to synthesize, all of that good stuff. I work in the school setting, and it is something to note that young black children do not like to read, in St. Lucia at least. And I just want to share this pastime of mine with you guys and give you some options. Now, let me tell you a little bit more about my reading journey, what I like to read, what I don't like to read. So, growing up, fiction was most of what I read. Particularly in my adolescent years, I ventured into romance novels, and this was my genre of preference, especially, I don't want to say urban romance novels, because there is the urban type with the drug dealers and the prostitutes, and not my kind of thing, but I thoroughly love black romance novels. However, I have made a decision and a commitment to not read secular romance novels. So if you want to know a little bit more about my purity journey, leave it down below and I will share a little more with you. But moving along, I try not to read secular romance novels. There is a genre called Christian romance. So luckily, I've found numerous books in that genre that I like, and two of the options that I will share with you are in that genre. So if you are a romance novel type of chick, if you know you like chick flicks and that would be your preferred genre, I have some Christian romance novel options for you guys. And even if you've not decided to give up secular romance, these are still a good read, so try them out. About 2 years ago, I decided to broaden my horizon a little bit, and so I challenged myself to read more autobiographies and memoirs. So I'm doing that, and I also try, and I have to say try because I almost never finish reading non-fiction Christian literature. So these picks that I have chosen for you are some of my all-time favorites, and they are guaranteed to be enjoyable. I promise you. I have good taste in books. Okay. I'm going to start with the book that I don't have a hard copy for. And that is my favorite book. If you've ever been my friend at some point in my life, I would have forced you to read that book. And I don't have a hard copy, sadly. I've had about 5 hard copies over the last 10 years. And I am such a fan of these books that I have lent them out and they've not returned to me. So I do have an e-copy of that book. And the title of the book is Boaz Brown. And the author is Michelle Stimpson. This book is excellent. So it is Christian romance, and it is black Christian romance. You can't go wrong there. As a human, it challenges you to think as a black human. It challenges you to think about race relations and how that interplays in relationships and just the little ways we learn not to be tolerant of other races. So really, really good read. A beautiful romance novel. Michelle did a fabulous job, especially as a Christian. It challenges you to think about whether you really love people outside of your race, and it really challenges you to think about your capacity for forgiveness and love. So check out Boaz Brown by Michelle Stimpson. On to the next. This one is the third or the fourth book in the series. I think it's the third one, and the name of the series is the Redemption series. Again, if you've been my friend, you've probably read the Redemption series because I recommend these books to everyone. This is only one of the series. The series has 5 books, I believe, and it takes you along a family's life journey. These books will change your life, guaranteed. Really, really good read. It invokes all types of emotions, joy, sadness. It will make you cry. It will make you burst out laughing. These are really, really good books. And this series is by Karen Kingbury and Gary Smalley. Again, it falls into the genre of Christian fiction. There is some romance in there, but it is not your ordinary girl meets boy romance. This is mature stuff, like Yes, married, single, I would recommend that you read this series because it has something for everybody. You will learn about life. Your faith will be bolstered by this series. Don't slip. So we're venturing out of the Christian fiction, Christian romance genre, and we are going into Christian literature / Christian help. I don't say self-help because this is not self-help. I mean, kind of, but not quite. So I say Christian help. I will be reading this again this summer. So if you will be reading it, let me know so we can chat, and DM me. This book is, as the title suggests, a book that will give you practical ways to begin to discover your purpose. And if that is something that you've been thinking of, like, in the grand scheme of things, why are you really here? What do you have to contribute to the world? What important thing do you have to share with the world and give the world? Then this will be a good read for you. Again, it's not fiction. You probably won't plow through it, but it has activities. It's practical. It encourages discussion. So if your purpose is something that you've been thinking about, we can read this together. These are neither self-help nor Christian literature. I think these are more inspirational / social commentary. And this is a project that is dear to my heart. It is near and dear to me because my sister is the one who launched the project. Whoop, whoop. I will leave her links down below. And she has 2 books in the project. There are 4 different authors and they write under this project called the Letters Project. Some of you will be familiar with it already because I had read 2 letters from 2 of the different authors, my sister and Leel, who happens to be my friend. If social commentary is your thing, activism, being an advocate is your thing, these are for you. Poetry, that kind of thing. Very well written, very well done, very well printed. Just an excellent project altogether. So the one I have in my hand is my sister's own. You can purchase it from Amazon. They share things from a Caribbean perspective. They talk about all manner of things, from church wars and church issues to gender issues to body positivity. Social commentary at its best. My sister's own in particular, Letters to My Sister and Letters to My Brother, very to the point, very blunt, quite like her personality. Very real, very transparent, very raw. Letters to Honest Folk by Omavi. So if you like poetry and waxing philosophical, you'd like this one. This one is Letters to All, Sincerely, a Nudist, a Naked Soul, a Naked Flame. And this one is by my girl Leel. This girl has a way with words and rawness that I love. So really good read. And the final one is Letters to the Broken, Healing and Healed by Katrina McIntosh. And this one, as the title says, seeks to heal through words. Each of them seek to heal through words. Go on Amazon and purchase. I think my sister said that she'll be offering all her books, hers in particular, the ones that she penned, for free from August, God willing. She has another book that she wrote before this project, and it speaks about holistic purity. So the name is Being a Virgin Isn't Enough, and I think she'll be offering Bavi and Letters to My Sister and Letters to My Brother free on her website from August. So yes, I will leave the links to her website down below and all of that good stuff. One other book, I'm missing one to make my five hottest summer reads. I think I would have to go with Americanah by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. I think that's how her name is pronounced. She's an African author. Her books are a microcosm of African society. If you're a Caribbean person, you would be able to relate to the content of her books. Again, it's Black literature, my preferred genre. And it is just overall well written. It gives you insight into African culture and just the effects of colonialism and all of that good stuff. So these are my top 5 recommended reads for the summertime. I hope you guys will be reading. And if you're not a reader, I want to challenge you to read at least one book this summer. So leave down below the book. It doesn't have to be one of my 5, but tell me down below which book you will be committing to reading this summer. And that's me signing out. Of course, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to share the video, especially if you have younger cousins, relatives, sisters. Share the video with them so that they can see that black girls are reading and that they need to be reading too, so that we can encourage a culture of reading amongst our children. Don't forget to subscribe. See you guys later. Bye bye.